I'm Joe Padula.
And I'm Maria Haycraft.
And I'm Amber Markey.
And this is the local news you need to know. Absolutely. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, ladies.
Morning. Morning.
Yeah, Maria, you gotta put your hair in a top bun like Amber.
I know, you want me to right now?
Can you? You have a scrunchie?
I have a hair tie.
Of course you do. Women don't wear bracelets, they wear hair ties on their wrists.
Right. I always have
It's
a hair
useful.
tie. It's very, especially if you have long hair. You
Yeah.
never know when you need to throw it up.
What's up,
Yeah.
Frankie? Hey, is today the first day of spring?
Yes.
Is it?
Thanks,
It
Joan.
is. It is.
Thank you, Joan. Yes.
Would that be the spring solstice?
I don't know. I'm not Wiccan like you.
That's
Jesus
not-
Christ is my Lord and Savior, okay?
It's not Wiccan. It's just like what they call it.
I rebuke you. Rebuke!
Oh, my word.
Get those demons out.
There are no demons.
Make sure to...
Just Jesus.
Oh, there's plenty of demons out there.
Not in me, though.
You're damn right. They can't touch you.
Heck
Hey,
no.
make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Leave the comments. Be a part of this conversation, okay? I'm not surrounded by the smartest people, so that's where you guys come in. I'm just
thank
kidding.
you.
I'm just kidding, Amber.
Rude.
Whatever.
I love it. Van Canuto. Boom. Librarian bun.
That's if it's like back here.
Is that what it's called?
That's if it's like low into the back. That's like old. Top knot. That's the new.
Yeah.
That's the new one.
Yeah, I like top knot. All right. Do you know much about this story? It's gone viral nationwide. So this kid from Mizzou College, so he's partying in Nashville, okay, with his frat buddies. And there's surveillance footage of him. He's hammered. Some say roofied. Who knows? But he's leaving Luke Bryan's bar. And he's still missing. It's like
Yeah.
over a week. But now we have police body camera footage of a cop walking around. And the guy talks to the cop.
Huh.
Okay.
Right. Have you seen the body cam footage of the cop yet?
I haven't seen the footage. I've seen a picture of it, like something similar to this, but
Here, let's just... Here's a quick update on
Okay.
the 5 W's of what's going on with this
Okay.
kid.
The 5 W's.
Who, what, when, where, why.
Okay. I like that.
Morning, everyone. Today marks
News
a
4.
week since a University of Missouri student went missing in Nashville. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tracy Cornett.
And I'm Marius Payton. There's a long...
So here's the thing, too, real quick before I... You can't miss this kid. He's 6'6".
jeez.
He's like 160 pounds,
He
too.
looks really skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the homeless camp, there's reports that there's a homeless guy that was wearing this unique shirt that this guy was wearing, this yellow and black shirt. And the reason why it stood out in the homeless camp, because it looked new.
New, yeah.
Right. All right, here we go. And they found his credit card along the river. But just his credit card.
Huh.
Right. Here we go.
list of unanswered questions in this case. So tonight, our Sharon Dankwa spoke with his parents to break down everything we know so far about the night Riley disappeared.
Their night started out right here at the Temple Hotel. Riley and a few of his fraternity brothers were heading out towards Broadway, but now his family is laying out their path from the moment the boys left these doors to Riley's disappearance.
I said, have fun, be careful. I love you. I love you. And
Oh, could you imagine?
No.
It's a heartbreaking end to a Friday night. Michelle Whited says she wishes she could change. The night her 22-year-old son, Riley Strain, went missing. And here's what Riley's family says happened.
When they left Tempo, they went down to, I believe, Miranda Lambert's bar first. Spent probably about an hour and 15 minutes or so, maybe a little longer there.
This was around 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Riley's stepfather, Chris Whited, says the group of boys went from Miranda Lambert's to Garth Brooks's bar. Then they called Michelle.
he FaceTimed me.
And after that FaceTime, Riley's father, Ryan Gilbert, says the boys came here to Luke's 32 Bridge.
We know he was asked to leave at about
used to be our tattoo shop.
9:45. Riley.
Say that again?
That building that
Yeah.
used to be our tattoo shop. Long time ago.
There's a manager that works there that ghosted me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Maybe because you're creepy.
I'm not creepy. Maybe a little bit. Maybe it was too many flowers.
Was put out the bar, And by the time his friend was able to leave the bar, Riley wasn't any longer on the sidewalk. Apparently he had started up 3rd Street.
He told his friends he was heading back to their hotel, but instead a surveillance camera from an escape room on 3rd Avenue North caught this video of him walking by.
That's when he cut across the parking lot.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw his feet.
So, but here's more surveillance footage, and you could tell he is hammered.
Okay.
Okay, and again, 6'6", 160 pounds. I don't think it takes much of this guy to get hammered.
Right.
Here, take a look at this surveillance footage from downtown Nashville.
It's pretty disturbing.
Other nearby cameras caught these. You see Riley turning onto Church Street and then stumble onto Gay Street.
He made it, as far as we know, basically to the James Robertson Bridge, and that's at the critical time where what I call it when things went dark.
What we don't know,
Yeah, not for nothing. The guy could have wore a better shirt for the interview. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I thought it said something else.
Yeah, I can see where
Okay,
you're going
I really
with that.
did. I was like, whoa.
Oh my goodness.
But when things went dark,
what we don't know or have video of is where he went after this last Life 360 ping near the James Robertson Parkway Bridge at 9:53 p.m.
We would like to see a little bit right before the parking lot to kind of know what was happening.
Now, just to let you know, okay, you got homeless camps all over here.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's like Tent City.
It is like Tent City. Right.
Parking lot to kind of know what was happening before the parking lot. And then we'd also like to know what happened after he crossed down onto Gay Street, because there's such a void that we haven't seen. There's something there that's going to fill some gaps.
Our whole heart is out there somewhere, and we need to find him. Please help.
Riley's family is asking everyone to check their cameras and call the police department if they see anything. In Nashville, Sharon Dankwa, WSMV 4.
They found a body in the Cumberland River. It was not him.
Oh.
I think it was a female that they found. But now, after going through all the footage and surveillance looking for this kid,
Yeah.
the cops noticed on their body cameras that they did cross his path that night. And actually, words were exchanged between the kid and the cop.
Okay.
Take a look. So I guess the cop is just, out doing his, here we go.
That's a smashed window.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, he said it was good.
He didn't even sound like he was slurring words or.
He didn't sound that bad, like
And
hammered.
He was walking pretty straight at that
Yeah.
point, too.
And he is far from downtown, as you could tell
Right.
at this point.
So this is after the bridge then?
Yes. So this cop who I guess got calls, listen, don't go to Nashville. Nashville is...
Wait, does he still have his shirt on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still got the shirt on at this point.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's that unique shirt.
Yeah. He's walking pretty straight.
And again, he didn't sound off.
No.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
It sounded like he said hi first.
Now, he is far from Temple Hotel, too.
Okay.
This kid has lost his bearings.
Well, he's not from Nashville, so
Yeah.
he probably has no idea. He could
Just
easily get
walking.
lost. It's so easy to get lost in Nashville.
Why wouldn't he ask the cop right there, hey, where's the Temple Hotel?
Oh, that's
Do you know what I mean?
Unless he had no intentions of going there.
What's happening now? This body cam footage changes my whole thought process on what the hell's going on with this kid.
How?
Is he afraid to, get a public intox? But the cop,
Yeah, well, what time did this occur from the last location that they originally knew?
Right.
I wish that was all up here.
Yeah.
You know how usually
Yeah.
on body cam footage they have the timestamps?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Because he
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are
he
you?
could be sobering up by whatever time this is at this point.
That's true.
Right.
So,
And maybe he's not lost. Maybe he's really just trying to sober up.
yeah.
But where is he?
After that, yeah.
Yeah. very odd.
And you hate to say it, but there's a huge trafficking epidemic going on in this country, in this world.
That's true.
But this kid is far from where the hotel is and his buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And not for nothing, I bet they're living with a lot of regret right now.
Probably.
Right.
But yeah, this kid's walking the exact opposite direction of them, and he sounds coherent. He's probably drunk, but he sounds coherent. Gail goes, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe trying to act sober for the cop.
Yeah, true.
Right? Doesn't want to get that public intox ticket.
Right.
But man, buddy, not good. Sounds like the cop has a cold also.
Well, with this bipolar weather Tennessee has.
Oh, it's the worst, but it's the best. Yo, Nashville sucks. Nashville, I don't know I know what the hell's going on over there. Local elections are very important, especially for
It's over
cities.
here on Gay Street, near First Avenue North.
All right, so that was Gay Street after that pedestrian bridge. So where we saw him stumbling, just kept on walking, and there he is,
Yeah.
right there. And as of what we got now, more than a week later, it's the last known footage of Riley Strain. Crazy.
So that means he's made it past the homeless camp.
They're everywhere.
I don't know what all is down Gay Street if you keep going down it.
So there's the Nashville police body camera
Dang.
capturing missing Riley Strain.
Dang.
Crazy. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all right? Definitely leave the comments. Be a part of the conversation. Help us out with information, your thoughts, your opinions, your facts. Maria? Need some Jesus.
Absolutely we do.
Yeah. Pray for that family.
I know. My heart breaks for them.
And that's way too common. It's not just that family.
No.
Yeah.
So many families out there. Amber, ever have to deal with missing people?
Not personally.
That's
I
good.
mean, we get a lot of emails on city council from like juvenile runaways, but
Oh,
beyond
do you?
that, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big problem here.
The juvenile runaways, right? Yep. We'll get into that in just a moment. But Maria, every Wednesday you come in here with scripture. Today you went with Isaiah 25:1. What does it say?
O Lord, I will honor and praise your name, for you are my God. You do such wonderful things. You planned them long ago, and now you have accomplished them.
Isaiah is such a great book in the Bible.
It is deep.
It's deep.
It's deep. Make sure you're ready before you read Isaiah.
Isaiah 45. Ooh, Cyrus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's a pastor out of a church of the city. Let's see what he has to say about Isaiah 25:1.
At Church of the City and president for Girls Like You Ministries, reading Isaiah 25, verse 1. I want you to own these words today, because if you can believe that God is perfectly faithful, then you can walk with real confidence today. Prophet Isaiah had two main assignments from God. The first was proclaiming judgment. He was proclaiming God's judgment on the nation of Israel for their waywardness and for their sin. But second, he was proclaiming hope. And I love that about God. Although he's always judging sin in his holiness, he's also always about redemption and always about life. God, through Isaiah, is calling the nation of Israel back towards him, back towards his perfect faithfulness, so that they could actually walk in faithfulness towards him. And I can't blame Israel, because I find myself being the same ways. I am imperfect. I am defensive. I am resistant to correction. I am impatient. I'm all these different things that cause me to walk in sin day in and day out. And that's caused a lot of pain in my life. And in a lot of ways, that pain has led me to question whether or not God is perfectly faithful towards me. I also have walked through a lot of difficulty in life. I've lost a spouse. My now wife and I actually had a stillborn son not long ago. I've had a lot of pain that way, and that's caused me to question God's perfect faithfulness. I don't know about you, but one of the things that I found in all of my life's journey, as much as I've been following God and repenting and coming back to God, is that he's always perfect in his faithfulness. He's always been showing me wonders. He's always been showing me the plans that he has for me, and I'm thankful. I encourage you today. A mentor of mine once said, if all you see is what you see, then you'll never see all there is to be seen. I encourage you today to look for God's perfect faithfulness, and in so find confidence to be faithful towards him.
Yeah. Fear. We always have too much fear.
Mm-hmm.
And that fear is, I don't know, is that fear, is that disrespectful to God?
I don't know. I think it just might. I think it's good to have some like fears, like restraining yourself kind of fear, but like scared fear, that is us just not really surrendering all of our things to the Lord. When we surrender that, I think he takes away that fear.
There you go, Isaiah 25:1. Yeah, this guy, he nailed it with that phrase right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Thanks,
It's
Maria.
a good fear, or
Yeah.
a good phrase.
Hey, wicked good trivia. This is Thursday. Amber, when are you coming out to this?
I don't know.
They are pro-pregnant
Sure.
people at Wicked Good.
People.
Yes. Oh, she
Sure.
goes, what do you mean, you pregnant people? Yeah, great food. Great crowds. Maria and Jason, the owner of Wicked Good,
Oh my goodness.
they got this little beef going on.
Oh, yeah?
We do.
Right. And I think we should settle it with
Trivia?
no
Oh.
Jello wrestling.
Jello wrestling.
It's not Jello.
Jason's wife Patty versus Maria.
Oh my gosh.
Jello wrestling's live at Wicked Good Sandwiches, 605 Cumberland Drive, downtown Clarksville. Yeah. What flavor?
Grape.
It's on. Contract just signed verbally.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, the fried avocado bites. It's like southern fried avocado.
Interesting.
It is fantastic.
Oh, I've not heard of those.
It's not
know,
even on the
right?
menu. It's kind of like a secret
Oh,
menu
it's
item.
a
Oh,
secret
okay.
menu item?
Well, here's
Those
the
are
thing.
the best places when they're secret menu items.
Well, you know why it's a secret menu item? Because if they put it on the menu, they got to print out 50 new menus. And
Right.
It's not cheap.
That's true.
Right. Unfortunately, we have another story we got to go over here. There's a Clarksville connection. The father,
Oh, really? I hadn't.
I believe,
Heard
is
of
Montgomery County connected. But this kid out of Sumner County, Sebastian Rogers, 15 years old, I believe, autistic, and he's been missing for friggin' weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was the one that you were originally talking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange things going on out there. A lot of missing people.
I know.
I don't want to get conspiratorial. Is that the word?
I know.
But man, something's going on out there. Let's take a look at WSMV News 4.
It's been 3 weeks and no sign of Sumner County teen Sebastian Rogers.
The TBI is chasing leads in his disappearance, but they
Who's in charge of this man's volume of microphone?
Yeah.
Right?
Not him.
It's been 3 weeks and no sign of Sumner County teen Sebastian Rogers.
The TBI is chasing leads in his disappearance, but they have few clues. Our Michael Warwick talked to a man trying to keep Sebastian's name front and center tonight.
All right, I'm not going to pause a lot of this. She has great legs. I don't care for her knees. Right? Is that a thing? Am I allowed to say that?
Oh, that's so picky.
Is it picky?
Yeah.
It looks like there's faces in her knees.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Right? Doesn't
That's
it?
that's so mean.
You got two people staring at me
Oh my gosh.
right below her thighs.
I can't with you. I just can't.
It looks like a sonogram.
What?
Right.
Nowhere near.
This area of Shackle Island looks very different than it did 3 weeks ago when Sebastian Rogers went missing, but the TBI pledges its work continues around the clock to find where he went.
Do not lose hope. Do not let your mind steer you to the worst case scenario.
As the days pile up since Sebastian...
I'll tell you what, though. After 2.5 weeks, you get... I mean, where that hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is where people's faith really start to crumble.
Yeah.
And they start blaming.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I get it, but I don't at the same time. I Here,
Well, with regular Amber Alerts, there's like a certain time frame where it's critical to find them within that time frame. It's I'm pretty sure it's like less than 24 hours.
well,
because
like that show, First 48, right?
Right.
something like that. Because I mean, with kids, especially if they're nonverbal or autistic, they can't communicate like an adult. And if they're
Right.
younger and they don't have language, they just disappear.
Yeah.
Do you get insulted when you get an Amber Alert?
No. There is a
Amber.
reason behind that name.
Yes. It was a kid.
Yeah, the little girl.
Right.
Was it
she
like the first one that made that?
Yeah, the mother pushed for that legislation. It turned out it was the neighbor who kidnapped her and
Oh, yeah?
killed her. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
There's so much evil out there.
horrible.
There's evil.
yeah.
I didn't know that story, but wow.
Yeah, the
Repent
mother.
and pray, my friends. I'll do the same.
Rogers was last seen. Sumner County Commissioner Don Schmidt, with a 15-year-old himself, is keeping the faith.
Well, as a dad, it hits me. And I can't imagine what his dad is going through right now, the pain of not knowing where his son is.
With the search team's command post disassembled, the TBI says most of its work finding Sebastian is happening out of public view. Rescue crews checked over 2,000 miles around Sebastian's home. To this point, the TBI says there's no proof there was or wasn't a crime involved and have no sign of the autistic teen.
They just said a whole bunch of nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
There-
where was he last seen? And
There's no sign of a crime or not a crime that took place. Really? That's your reporting on this? Say it again, Maria.
where was he seen last?
It's a good question. I think walking out of his house.
Oh.
All possibilities remain on the table. Now that days have turned into weeks, Don is pledging to post about
Right, Billy?
Sebastian daily, even traveling to Clarksville last night for a prayer vigil.
It's powerful. There were groups of people that would gather around and pray for his safety, of course, his safe return. It's great to see the community come together. I wish we had more of that.
The TBI asks the public to refrain from sharing speculation and only report credible tips to law enforcement.
What I like is, we can disagree on issues, and that happens, but one thing we can all agree on is this is a child. We all love our kids. No one can dispute that.
Don will keep doing his part, sharing this flyer of Sebastian and encouraging whoever out there knows something to say something.
He looks like a young Rick Moranis, doesn't he? Man, I hope they find this kid. I hope they find them all.
Not to make it
Yeah.
speculatory like you
Yeah.
were saying, but also there's relevancy to that. Tim Tebow went and spoke to legislation. I think he went to the federal government trying to get funds to actually help these teams that are trying to rescue these kids from these horrible atrocities that are happening. And with the funding that's going to nonsense, they could take and save so many kids.
Yeah.
And he gave a story of one girl that had been in the slavery for over 6 years, and she prayed every night, and she was one of the girls that was rescued in that particular mission. And that was like
Wow.
25 kids. Like, it's just amazing to me, like, how deep that runs, and hardly anyone is talking about it.
It's pure evil.
It is.
It's pure, disgusting evil. Disgusting.
Last I also heard they were searching a landfill in Kentucky.
Yeah.
As well. So, but they never.
Nothing came up.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is odd that they would look for him there, but.
To be honest, the landfill's where they should have searched first. They do the landfill searches, and the God forbid situation where this kid gets murdered, and the body gets dumped somewhere.
Right.
So that's why they check the landfills. But hopefully that's not the situation
Right.
And
here.
encouraging whoever out there knows something to say
Yeah, they do,
something.
Billy.
Because the community is not giving up hope. Michael Warwick, WSMV4.
So there you go. No new updates.
Oh, dang it.
All right. John Doe, good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Head lab work for my next surgical procedure coming. John is actually getting penile extension.
Oh, my God.
And so,
Well
best of luck for you, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, it's needed.
Sure.
It's like an emergency. Right.
Okay.
It's an emergency?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Every time he takes a leak, he makes a mess.
Oh,
Right.
my gosh.
Right. No control or aim. Sorry, John. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hey, be a part of the conversation. Tell us what implants you would get in your body if you had the opportunity.
Oh, God.
Amber Markey.
What's your favorite picture?
Apparently. You cut this picture out, but it's actually very interesting.
Do tell. What do you in that picture?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm not really. I don't know. Maybe I suppose. I don't know. But I'm holding something in my hand in that picture.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Is it a gun?
Perhaps.
Yes. She loves her 2A. Yes, she does. But yes, Amber Markey, Ward 5. This is who you want to vote for if you're in Ward 5 of Clarksville, Tennessee. Yeah, she's awesome. And best top bun.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? Can we all vote on that?
Is that how you do it?
Who has the best top bun?
It's unanimous.
Is it Amber?
It's definitely Amber.
Maria, you vote Amber.
I vote Amber.
I vote Amber. Amber, you're allowed to vote.
Oh, okay. I guess I vote.
Landslide victory.
Sure. Yeah, paint
on the brush.
Yeah.
Is this all sold out?
No.
No.
Sign up.
Sign up.
I like this song.
It's so catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, paint and sip. Hey, the link's in the video description. This is great. Right there in downtown Clarksville. You guys can make this awesome mushroom art yourself.
Date night.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is a great date night. We call it art. It's my favorite.
Just hold in all your farts.
Oh, is that the song?
Yeah.
You should. When you scuba dive.
That's nice leading right into.
Like, if you wear, there's two types of suits when you scuba dive.
Okay.
You got the wetsuit, you got the dry suit. So I assume the wetsuit, hey, you know, water's going to come in. You're going to get wet. But the dry suit keeps the water out. So I don't think you're supposed to fart when you're wearing the dry suit because it stays in.
Oh, okay.
And then when you get out and you finally unzip,
You release it.
poof, to the world.
Be like, oh, you're
Is that how that
stinky.
works?
Right. I think so.
Okay.
Amber's like, I'm on city council. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's farts are gases. They're like permeable. It's still gonna come out.
No, but not in the dry suit.
I don't.
You
think
don't
so.
believe me.
No, it's not the same.
Let's take a vote.
Okay.
We're putting this up for vote.
Sure.
Do you think that when you wear a dry suit, when you go scuba diving with Water Dogs there, scuba.com, that it stays in your suit? Maria, how do you vote?
So.
It might trap it,
Okay.
but I guess it might depend on how long you're in it because it might dissipate too.
Okay, so you're wishy-washy on
I
this.
know.
Amber, you're going with dissipation.
Yeah. Water molecules are so much bigger than gas.
Oh, you're losing this debate. Water Dogs there, scuba.com. Tim Early, what's your vote when you fart in a dry suit? I'm pro fart. What can I say?
Sure.
You should put one on and then fart and put your hand there and see if you can feel it push the air out.
You're disgusting. Shame on you.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, you could just jump in the water and see.
We need to do a scientific study.
Yeah.
Everything's fart with you people.
What?
Whatever.
Hey, we got some bills on the floor to talk about. Speaking of voting,
Yeah.
this is People's Court.
People's Court.
Okay.
Judge Wapner, right?
Tim goes, your butt looks like a balloon. Thank you.
Oh, like the cartoons, it just keeps growing the more you fart. It's holding it in.
Whoever invented the whoopee cushion. Well, I mean, it had to have been a mistake, right? The invention of the whoopee cushion?
I don't know.
Had to have been.
I don't know.
Should medicinal marijuana, medical marijuana, be legal in Tennessee? Yes or no?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh.
We're not voting yet.
Okay.
Oh.
We're going to cover the news story. I should have said that first. We're going to cover the news story. and then we're going to cast our vote.
Okay.
Okay? And I want your vote also in the comments, but after we dispense the information.
Okay.
Here we go. WSMV.
Few questions on your ballot about medical
She's my new favorite.
marijuana.
Our Marissa Sulik breaks down a bill going through the legislature with the public.
See, her knees are fine.
I knew you were going to talk about her knees.
Well,
But let's talk about those shoulders.
Yeah, I was saying,
Ew.
really, the shoulders?
this is like a new thing. I don't like it.
It is.
Are you into it?
No.
Me either. I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
I think it looks silly.
It looks like when I would wear my football jersey without the pads.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Mind.
It'd be a yes.
Oh, of course this guy's a yes.
Tennesseans like Jeffrey Johnson say legalizing medical marijuana is a long time coming.
I'm shocked that we're not the last state that it's happening to.
Right now, these are the states where recreational and medical marijuana are legal. These are the ones.
And not for nothing, the stats coming out of Colorado now
Yeah.
because they were the first ones.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Oh, no.
Now WSMV, I'm guessing, is not going to report on that because journalism. But we'll get into it.
where people can only use medical marijuana, and Tennessee is one of 12 states where both are still illegal.
The subject matter of marijuana has been such a contentious subject matter, so I
Who's
think
in charge of their volume today? Right? WSMV, you got me working overtime so we can hear your story.
They need to get a new sound guy.
I would be fired in 2 days. Joe, why are you fired? I said she had faces on her knees. I said she got Don Rickles on her kneecaps. It's unbelievable.
we need to take it out of our hands and put it into the voters' hands.
Representative Jesse Chisholm filed a bill to put one question on the November ballot to
Chisholm?
gauge the public's interest.
his name?
That question is, should the state of Tennessee legalize the sale, possession, and use of medical marijuana?
And it's much more intricate than a simple ballot question, which is in essence a poll.
Republicans like Representative
Right. When it's just like that, when they put it, like the one guy, Chisholm, he said, let's just put it on the ballot. It doesn't, when it comes to stuff like that, okay, well, then you got to put into where the taxes go into when you pay for this. Is it going to go towards veterans? These are all the conversation that needs to happen if you're going to start doing this.
William Lamberth say doctors need to guide users and not allow people to take it when they want.
Ballot initiative, in my opinion, is not the way to go about this. It should be debated in the halls of the legislature.
Agreed.
And then a determination made from the elected senators and representatives.
Because we are a constitutional republic. That's how this works. We elect officials to go and do the debating and all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Why? So we can go work.
So in this particular measure, how would it work if they just put it on the ballot and let's say it passes?
Yeah.
Does it now still have to go to the House to make the rules?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then what if the rules come out that people don't like it? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I'm never for a, hey, should we do this, yes or no, on the ballot. But yeah, okay, I get because I get what we're saying, and I can't wait to hear from Maria in just a moment.
This is the second time Representative Chisholm says he proposed the bill.
See, Chisholm.
But he is more confident
That's his name.
this time around.
Well, I'm always cautiously optimistic. I believe last year it was a new concept. It was a newer concept. So this time, I believe that since they've heard it before, we can have more conversation about it.
And it's a conversation some Tennesseans like Johnson are open to.
I mean, there's a lot of medical uses for it. I mean, depression, chronic pain. I mean, if it's done right, I mean, I can see it being beneficial for a lot of people.
Now, this bill will be heard tomorrow in a House subcommittee.
And their lighting. Who's in charge of their lighting?
Yeah, they needed to turn the other direction, but they wanted that building behind them.
Yeah, but wrong time of the day to do it.
I know.
Yeah.
You got to fix your iris, your aperture,
Oh,
your
that's-
f-stop.
That's very technological
Thank
of you.
Thank you. WSMV.
You
It's
hiring?
supposed to be heard in a Senate committee today, but they did not get to it. From the Capitol, Marissa Sulek, WSMV4.
All right, so. All right. Maria, should medicinal marijuana be legal in Tennessee and why?
Yes, because it's more beneficial than any. It's more beneficial for those that are taking it for multiple reasons. It's medical. I'm not talking about recreational,
Mhm.
which can definitely be a little bit more of a deeper debate.
Mm-hmm.
However, I mean, if you legalize it, we could tax it. And then they can use that money for whatever they want. That's their win. Our win is that it actually really does help a lot of things. And alcohol, on the other hand, is very destructive.
Uh-huh.
And there's very little laws on that, comparatively speaking. I think they need to switch them. We
Okay.
need more stringent laws on alcohol and give a little bit more leeway on marijuana.
You will get your building burned down if you had that happen.
If I had that happen.
Mm-hmm. If you put if you made beer illegal, people would be protesting outside of Artling.
I'm just saying,
No, I get it.
alcohol has worse effects on the human body than
Yes,
what marijuana does. So if we're
according
talking
to studies, I agree.
yeah, so why is it such a big debate when we've got alcohol running rampant and
Fair
actual
play.
negative results on the human body, when marijuana does really help, especially what that one dude was saying with pain for sure.
Who, Jism?
No, the
other guy.
the actual
The guy that
public
was
person.
high. The high person that they found to interview.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that if you want to be a functioning person in society, you should be smoking marijuana.
Okay.
Because I think it will slow you down and you will not be as productive and you will be a lump on a hill.
Yeah.
But but that's your choice too.
Yeah. Well, Joe Quinners, who, by the way, is drunk currently, says alcohol is 100 times more dangerous.
Yeah.
John Doe helped a friend of mine, my son, and went from having 3 to 5 seizures a week
Yeah.
to none after taking the CBD part, seizure-free, now over 5 years.
Yeah.
All for that.
Yeah.
I hear that. Now, Amber, you're pretty well versed in studies
I try to be.
and data. I mean, it's just that's part of your brain. It's very impressive. What have you heard about some of these other states that have done the? I guess they're case studies now that have legalized medicinal marijuana or recreational.
Oh, I don't really follow it. I mean, I look into it since it's at our doorsteps now, but I haven't really followed what other states do. But like John Doe said, I was going to mention how I've seen stories of people who have seizures and like chronic seizures, and then they take it and it disappears or calms it down significantly. So it does improve the quality of life to some people, or a lot of people who have really chronic conditions. I would be a little concerned though for somebody who's taking it for depression, because I don't see it as curing it. I feel like it's just kind of a band-aid on whatever's causing it.
That's right.
So
Right.
I think in some situations there needs to be a little bit more than just taking medicinal marijuana, but it does help.
And I'll tell you what, the once you pass medicinal marijuana, that is the gateway bill to recreational marijuana.
Right.
So you got to be careful. There is a slippery slope here. And it is interesting in states like Colorado and other ones that have done this, where depression has skyrocketed when this was passed. One, because you got liars. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, I'm depressed. I need this.
Okay.
And
Oh,
so,
I see.
Yes.
So on paper,
Yes.
you have a lot of people claiming depression.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yep. You got doctors
Just to get
Just yeah.
Yeah.
to get that money
Okay.
that
Oh.
are diagnosing nonsense to people so they can get it. Right. So I'm just saying, it is an interesting one. Ed Reynolds. What's up, Ed? Good morning. They legalized it up here, and it's a disaster. Say no to the wacky tobacco, the highway without smelling weed stink every other car. That's right.
It does smell bad. I don't like it. I don't even like the smell of cigarettes either. Like, ugh,
Tim
all of
Early.
it.
Oh, cigars smell good. Tim Early.
No, those are bad too. I thought you quit.
A cutback.
Oh.
She goes, oh. Weed affects the brain function and development. Absolutely should be used used under 25.
Should not be
Probably
used.
should not be.
Yeah, I did hear
Oh,
that
yeah,
if
yeah.
it's under 25 and you use marijuana, something is not fully developed in the brain,
Yeah.
and marijuana can affect that development. So I'm with it on that
Yeah.
as well.
I smoked too much of it back in the day.
But if you're a young person and you're under 25 and you have seizures,
Yeah.
I would forego that development.
Well,
and,
that's-
you know.
Like it was mentioned in the comments, that CBD,
Mhm.
you know, that extract, you know, to remove the high part of it,
Mhm.
where you do get the gifts of God.
The THC.
Right.
Well, it also would affect law enforcement in the sense of how they like prosecute and how they train their dogs. Because I know we no
Oh,
longer,
true.
well, here in Clarksville, we no longer train dogs for sniffing out marijuana because they'll confuse it with CBD and it's not admissible in court.
Interesting.
So they don't
Wow.
do that.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
That's
Yeah.
why she has that top bun. Right. All
It's
that
not,
brain.
yeah. CBD is not, but because it's like
Right,
still
CBD
part
isn't
of
weed,
it,
right.
the dog can't tell the difference between the two.
Yeah, because
So-
dogs are dumb. All right, there you go. Hey, keep those comments coming. Let us know what you think. What about school choice? Should that be in Tennessee?
Yes.
By the way, check this out. You'll have one group of people call it school voucher. You'll have another group of people call it school choice. The ones who call it vouchers are usually left-leaning. The ones who call it choice are usually right-leaning. The reason why the left doesn't call it school choice, because that sounds great. I get to choose my school, but they put the voucher on it. So just to give you a heads up on that. But here, let's take a look at the WSMV and their poor sound quality today. Here we go.
The private school voucher bill moved forward in a House committee today.
The House
Oh,
is
now
trying
they're
to
covering her
pass their
knees.
own version that would
They
not
know.
only give 20,000 kids vouchers to go to a private school, but lots of benefits for teachers and benefits they've wanted for years.
I'm Marissa Sulik, watched today's meeting and joins us now with the tense moments today.
Yeah, and this is a big, if not the biggest piece of legislation so far this session that lawmakers are trying to pass. The House version.
Would she be considered a handsome woman?
Oh my goodness.
Right? Is that fair?
Technically, yes, because in Old English,
yes.
like in the 1800s, women were called handsome and beautiful and
Yes.
different stuff.
This is
So-
and she's wearing like a British outfit. It's almost like a
I
peacoat.
guess.
She has.
Yeah, I think this is like what olive oil wears.
Oh, it's very olive oil.
Right? This
oh
is-
my word.
This handsome woman is dressed like olive oil.
Version is moving through committees fast. Today, Democrats had lots of questions, one by Representative John Ray Clemens about funding, which brought forth a heated debate.
Are there any rules
you
or
gotta check that
rulemaking
link.
processes outlined in here
On
that
that
are going to
comment.
replace?
We got a link in the comment?
Yeah.
Oh. Fred,
He's talking about Riley.
Yeah.
Fred Edison, disappearing like that after just chatting with the bar employee. There must be more to it. Yes, we were talking about this earlier, Fred. Absolutely, because we just found body footage. Well, we didn't. Metro Nashville Police did, where a cop who was checking into, I think it was someone was smashing windows.
Smash window, yeah.
On Gay Street. That's where you chuckle because it's Gay Street. And Riley Strain is walking past the cop and says to the cop,
Hey, what's up?
"Hey, how you doing?" And then the cop goes, "How are you? How are you, sir?" And Riley Strain says, "I'm good." And he didn't sound that drunk. You could tell he had some, but he was coherent. But yeah, latest Riley Strain, 22-year-old college senior, found himself escorted out of a downtown bar after a seemingly normal conversation with an employee, right? Surveillance footage captured his disoriented figure stumbling towards the nearby Cumberland River, right? His phone in his hand before abruptly shutting off. Despite initial assumptions, investigations revealed he was later found with...
There's a link, but I don't think you click it.
I'm not clicking that. Then I'll have to donate money to something. Oh,
Is it a
that
trick?
that's what that
they hack
is.
your Facebook.
Fred.
Is that a trick, Fred?
Fred. Shame on you, Fred. That was pretty clever, though. I was like, you about to click it. School vouchers.
It's the money that this bill will steal from my kids' public schools. It's a yes or no question, Mr. Chairman.
Then the answer is inappropriate, sir.
Not only did
Wait,
some
what?
not get their
The
questions.
answer's
So
inappropriate?
here's the thing. Here's why Dems don't want this. Because it's going to expose how crappy schools are.
Yeah.
That already get how much money? I mean, Amber,
Close to 400,000 here in the county.
we get
Oh, sorry, 400 million. Excuse me.
right $500 million just in Montgomery County. They get for money for schools.
Well, that has to go to 27 schools.
49 schools.
Oh, is it oh man.
We have 49 schools in the county.
Maybe it was 27 elementary.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it
or
was.
26, 27. Yeah, but elementary. Yeah.
So, but nonetheless, now if our schools are pretty good actually, not bad. But say you got these schools, take like Antioch High School, which is terrible. These schools that aren't passing these third grade tests or whatever. Well,
a lot of them.
It is a lot of them. So now with this bill, with this school choice, their parents would be able to sign up for a different school and become a part of a list. And when accepted, they get to go to a different school. One that's not that they're forced to because of where they live geographically.
Right.
Well, that was one of the amendments that passed, I think, a week ago or so, that it would eliminate school district zoning. So you're not mandated to go to this particular school because you live within this region.
Right.
You can apply to any school in the county.
Yeah. And so, with that being said, now you can leave. You can take your child out of that crap school and apply for a better school. So what happens to that crap school when all the kids are leaving? They lose money.
Yep. Yep.
It's all about
the money.
Yeah.
And when these crap schools in these crap areas start losing more money, they start losing more votes. Where are all the crap schools? In Democratic ran areas.
It, like you briefly touched on, it also exposes the testing scores, because ultimately this would affect really, honestly, involved parents who know something's wrong and they just can't get out of the system.
Yeah.
So those parents would take their kid elsewhere, leaving the kids who may not have good homes, may not have somebody to stick up for them behind, who aren't doing good in school. Now it exposes those test grades, because the kids who were kind of balancing out the charts are gone. So now those test grades are going to really plummet.
See, I would say let all of those kids leave those ones in the school, so then people can actually know, okay, these are the kids that really need help, so this is where our money needs to go to actually help those kids, because clearly they need more help, so there should be more funding there.
They do, but again, it involves the parents' involvement.
Right.
If they don't have parent involvement, it won't even matter.
Yeah.
Right, that's true. Can you scroll back? I want to know what he said was inappropriate.
Yeah.
Handsome woman. A gee.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, Bluto.
Are there any rules or rulemaking processes outlined in here that are going to replace the money that this bill will steal from my kids' public schools? It's a yes or no question,
Steal.
Mr. Chairman.
Then the answer is inappropriate, sir.
Yeah, that is inappropriate. It doesn't steal. You're not stealing money.
I think the way they cut it is probably.
Of course, it's WSMV. It's you know what I mean, right?
Not get their questions answered in the House Government Operations Committee today. Others say they didn't even get to ask them.
Oh, this
They say
radical.
time
that
was
guy.
given to acknowledge
He's the
testimony
worst.
from two speakers.
He's great.
You have been scorched online and in other venues for your testimony, and it's been questioned.
This is not American Idol where we.
This kid right here, okay?
The Memphis kid.
Yeah, out of Memphis.
Yeah. Not him.
School choice. No, this kid right here.
There's two of them. No, there was another one right before him.
Oh no, this is a kid that used school choice. He's a success story.
Okay. Gotcha.
Right. And his big push is like, yo, it works. It got me out of Memphis school systems. I am successful. My family needs this.
You have been scorched online and in other venues for your testimony, and it's been questioned.
This is not American Idol where we tell people our personal feelings about where we want to see them go in their
Do you
lives.
have a-
But lawmakers on the
He's the
committee
worst.
did get some answers. Many have been asking
So
why vouchers
the
are
dude
included.
that had the testimony,
Yeah.
the success story, the other guy said he's been scorched online.
Well, he's been getting a lot because, oh my God. So I follow him on X. And because he's coming out for school choice,
people are.
They're like calling him Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How dare you? I don't even know how this is a race issue.
Right. Is it just because he's black?
Yes.
Let's see a white one then. I mean.
Well, but then they'll be accused
Right.
of racism.
Right.
So.
They're saying you're just a pawn. This is you got to listen to his story. He's like, yo, this works. All right.
In a bill that has benefits for teachers and public schools. Why not keep them separate?
Why are vouchers in this bill?
It's timing, and it's a matter of when's a good time. And the Education Freedom Scholarship Act fit in perfectly with a lot of the education freedoms that we wanted to see in public education.
The bill did pass and goes to the House Finance Subcommittee. The Senate has their own 2 versions of the bill making their way through committees as well. Lydia.
Okay, Marissa Sulik, thank you.
Handsome woman.
Timberley, schools get money per kid. If the kid isn't there, the school doesn't need the money. Well, yeah, so like he said, schools will get money regardless of whether the child attends or not. So if a parent pulls their kid out or they never went to the school but they were like homeschooled, the school system still gets that money, and it doesn't make sense.
Here's what I want to happen. And if I got to run and make it happen and get elected, I will. If you don't have a kid in the school system, you are getting a tax break on your property taxes. I'm sorry.
Well, what about the sales taxes? Here at least in the
Yeah,
city.
a portion of sales tax goes.
That-
to
that's okay.
75% of the sales tax go to the school system.
I'm talking about property tax.
Okay.
You don't have a kid in this fight.
Mhm.
Here you go. You homeschool your kid. Okay, here you go. Here's your rebate. I want nothing to do with funding public schools.
Yeah. And then
especially what's going on in there.
Yeah. Technically, also, people who send their kids to private school pay double because they paid the tuition and they pay
And they pay
taxes.
the
Right.
taxes.
It's not right.
And they don't get, they don't get the.
You want to talk about fair? Yeah. If you don't have a kid in this fight, here you go. Sorry for stealing your money illegally.
Right.
The Cajun Coast Guard is coming in on Riley's search, says Lori Mason. Hey, what's up, Lori? How you doing?
The Cajun Coast Guard?
Yeah.
Why them?
They're probably searching the water still.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, school choice in Tennessee. Should it be?
Yes. I vote yes.
We should have school choice. There's a lot still left to figure out in this bill, I think.
Didn't Karen try to bring this up on City
Yeah.
Council the other day?
She did. It
I was
somehow
watching that. I was
passed.
like, what is that?
It passed.
What passed?
Karen's resolution sentiment of the council of city of Clarksville that we're pretty much against school choice.
But it means nothing.
Ultimately, yeah, it's just us sending the legislator a note saying we're against it.
Oh, I can't wait to see who voted yay or nay for that.
Yeah, you can go back and look.
I'm going to take a
Who
look at
didn't
that.
vote?
Yeah. I'm going to take a look at that.
Who wasn't there? Who abstained?
Oh, and I will. I love calling
Also,
them out. Yes.
on a quick note on that, because that was also very
I love her also.
annoying, is that certain council members vote on heated topics, on reactions. So there was an email referenced twice by certain council members who, because of that email, they voted the way that they voted. And it was really much just the individual who sent us the email was opposite of obviously what Karen stood for.
Uh-huh.
And they felt that it was an attack. And because of that, they just kind of voted, kind of just give them the...
The email was an attack?
Like, we'll show you.
Yeah.
We're going to...
Rather than really... Because they said, oh, well, that email just made up my mind. And it's like, just because...
Is that email accessible? Is that public?
Yeah, it's public record if you send it, but it was also published publicly.
Yeah?
And
I'll tell you what, we'll take a look at that later on. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, and we'll move forward here because we're kind of running past time, but
Yeah.
should emotional support animals be banned in Tennessee restaurants?
No.
I say yes.
Emotional support, yeah.
Yeah. Emotional support?
Oh, emotional support?
Right.
No,
Not
they're
service.
not a service
Yeah,
Right.
they're
Oh,
different.
yeah, I'm
Right.
with
They're
you.
not. They're generally not trained.
They're pretend service animals.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
just be honest here.
Yeah.
Well, emotional support animals are banned from restaurants in Tennessee now. Good. And you can get a lot of bullets.
Why? I don't understand. Why are there bullets with a marriage bill?
I think
Tennessee restaurants. Our Michael Warwick is going to tell us what it means
at those
for people
shoulders.
who have those animals.
We get along well. Brad White takes his pup Loki where he can.
He's the coolest dog. He's like a best friend.
You might catch the pair at pet-friendly spots in the nations. But a new law signed Friday by Governor Bill Lee puts more restrictions on animals at eateries. Now banning
there's food
emotional
involved.
support animals from restaurants. Alexis Delmar has one.
I feel like generally people only bring their dogs in if they do know that they are well behaved, and most often emotional service animals are.
She's valued the flexibility of
Get the dog out of the food areas.
So
Enough.
can a restaurant or a business that can they? Oh my gosh, why can't I even say this?
You're trying to say, can a restaurant overgo this?
Yeah, if they want to allow it, can they still allow it, or is it like we don't want to allow it now? We've got the backing of the government saying that nope.
Well,
Let's take a look.
because
That's
there's pet-friendly.
It's a good question.
Places.
Right.
Yeah.
Good question, Amber.
Well, I would say it's restaurants. It's a food industry, and usually there's inspections and all that stuff, and they don't have a say on any of that. So if it's a restaurant and there's like dog hair kind of floating around, I mean, I imagine that would also hurt their inspections. But I don't see an issue with restaurants.
being able to take her dog places for
stores
support.
can
But
do
now
whatever they
only
want.
trained service dogs and police dogs would be allowed at places that serve.
Well, here's the thing. Emotional. I
And
get
it's
it.
also an emotional, yeah.
Get it serviced then. Go through the training, get the
Yeah.
certification. Okay, I know it costs, but by just saying that this is an emotional support animal, it's really spitting in the face of people who really need service animals.
You know, all they got to do is go to Amazon and get service animal patch and throw it on any animal.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
no one's checking that stuff.
They're not, but there are rules with service animals where
I would check.
Eh.
I would check. I would absolutely check
You
because I know that people like that. Like I
Yeah.
would do that if I wanted
you
to.
can check, but what I'm saying is there are actual rules and legislation with regards to service animals and how they need to behave in a location. And if even if a service animal is certified and they're not behaving that manner, the store owner or whoever can actually kick them out because they're like, hey,
Like literally kick them.
Yeah.
You can kick the dog.
Oh my word.
Amber's right on this.
food.
I am curious, and I'm obviously hopeful that a lot of the places that we typically go to will continue to just stand up to this and say, you know, we'll continue to allow it as a business owner.
Oh, I can't stand her for some reason. And you know what? I bet she's a nice kid.
Well, this is
But-
very popular in Nashville. Like so
Emotional
many
support.
places you could just take your dogs and everywhere in Nashville.
Oh.
It's become more and more widespread.
It's
which
so dirty.
Well,
It's so dirty. These dogs are freaking walking around
I mean, like,
and
if
they lick their butts.
they do, but
even the service ones
Yes,
do.
I've seen it. Sorry, Amber.
If it's a regular store, I don't really see an issue because I mean everybody walks around, and if you look at the floors of some of those places, like clothing stores or whatever, I don't see an issue as long as the dog's not pooping and peeing everywhere. Or
And that
trying to
goes for
bite people.
humans also. Tim Early, it's always wine moms demanding their emotional support dogs.
Brad can understand the law's intent, but isn't sure he's ever really seen a problem, wondering how it'll be enforced. That part
I like
is
having
unclear.
animals around.
I know
Like I
there's
get
the
excited
stigma
when
now
someone
that a
has
lot
their
of-
dog. I'm like, oh, can I pet your dog? So like,
I don't want them in the restaurant.
I don't mind them in a restaurant.
Yeah, I
honestly,
know that's
as long as
you,
they're not
but-
in the kitchen.
Where women should be.
Oh.
Folks,
Sorry,
well, they just
took a
get
second.
them certified so they can take them anywhere they want. I don't know. I've looked at it. It doesn't seem quite that easy. Maybe it is, but for the folks that really need it, I have a lot of sympathy for them.
State law already banned dogs from buildings that serve food, but this law extends specifically to ESAs, who wouldn't be allowed indoors unless they're performing a task for a person with
So
a
service
disability. Michael Warwick, WSMV4.
So it sounds like you don't get to supersede it.
Nope.
Like if
Supersede
you
it,
do,
that's the word, yeah.
if you are a food establishment, then
Yeah.
you can't allow it.
Yeah, you can't just seed it. You can't even supersede it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sorry. Hey, move to California. All right. Move your stupid dog to friggin' New York. Go for it. All right, that's enough bills on the floor. Ready, Maria?
I'm ready.
Hold on, you messed up.
I gotta go opposite of you. I can't tell because I don't have a picture of me.
No,
on
I
the
don't have a
screen.
picture either. I'm using the side of my eye.
I'm using your movement.
Are we drunk?
I don't know.
This is why you're for medicinal marijuana. You're high.
I'm not.
You can't come in here high with your service animal.
I've never even done marijuana.
You know how that's true? She said, I've never done marijuana.
That's not how you say it?
No.
What do you say?
Smoke weed every day. Hey, Skyline 500 rooftop trivia. It's tonight. Why don't you come tonight?
We're getting the group together and we are
Please.
coming.
I love it when your group comes
I
out.
don't know if it's not gonna be tonight, but we are coming very soon.
I gotta get Amber to come out.
You should come with us, Amber, when we all go.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
actually a really fun time.
Yeah, why don't you come hang out with us? What do you not like us? Is that a thing? You don't care for us?
I just don't leave my house.
Are you embarrassed of us?
I mean, it would depend on what you do.
That's right.
That's fair.
Right. And
That
what we
is
do
fair.
is embarrassing. It's Skyline 500 rooftop trivia. All right, let's move along.
What's happening?
Because Maria, you got to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
You got your Bible study.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is a sad one.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a sad one?
Well, you
Is
got
that the last one?
You got it up. Wait.
Or you got
Is
another
there a
one?
happy one after the last one? After this one?
Because I'll cover the sad one tomorrow.
Okay.
When you're not here. Okay.
Another trivia.
Yeah, last night was Tuesdays is the adult trivia at Old Dave's Brew House. It's a good time. It really is. And I got such, I mean,
People like trivia here.
Oh, they love it. They love it. Well, what we do is a game show.
Okay.
That's why you got to come out and see it.
Okay.
Okay? Don't be embarrassed of us anymore. I'm sorry. Well, accept my apology. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thanks for being a part of the conversation. Vote for Amber Marquis.
There she is with the big guns.
That's right. If you don't vote for
That was a
her,
bill.
she may shoot you. It'll be a bloodbath.
Oh.
Economically. Yeah.
I would say that's an economic term, technically.
That's right. That's right. Are you running against someone? Do you know yet?
Potentially. I spoke
Potentially?
to somebody, but I don't know if they're going to pull or not. We'll see.
Give me their names. They'll pull. They'll pull. And then you got to come to trivia all the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Oh, God.
You got to raise the value.
Brush, and we swirl
Paint sip.
it all around.
That's right.
We swirl it all around.
You're right. This is a good date night.
Yeah.
Right.
We call it art.
Yep, they call it art.
Oh, we call it art.
Paint sip, Saturday, March 23rd.
Is that the name of the song too, or?
We call it art, I think. Is the
Oh,
name of the song. Oh, here it comes.
We call it art.
That gets me every time.
ArtlandClarksville.com, 98 Franklin Street.
This is over.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it just a little bit. Though.
Okay, let's talk about it.
What happened?
So this Power and Purpose conference, which was fantastic, by the way. Great job by April and her team.
Okay.
But it would not have happened if it wasn't for a man. I find that ironic.
Okay.
Okay? If I wasn't there, it wouldn't have happened.
Why?
Because you
Right.
were the DJ.
Well,
And clearly you need a DJ.
all the things that the guys brought, the sound, the visuals,
Oh.
it was all dudes. So, you know,
That's
it
funny.
was a great event. The Power and Purpose Conference, April and her team did a fantastic job. Thank God for men. See what I did there?
All right.
You just want a pat on the back. Good job, Joe.
No, I don't want a pat on the back. I want a Power and Purpose Conference for men and women.
There you go. All right, April, you've been propositioned. The
Right.
next one is
And don't.
Dual
I'm not
sexes.
saying the he, she's, okay? It's man or a woman. Right. It was a good time. Just busting chops. Because I'm cranky. Can Clarksville currently handle any more growth?
Technically.
You think so?
By the numbers, yes. People's opinions, no, because they're used to living farther apart, more country style.
Yeah.
But the truth is that, like, based on the study, Montgomery County is more than half empty. It's just land out there.
Yeah.
And so technically, yes, but that would obviously change the closeness of how homes are built. The land will be a lot less. So
This expansion is
There's
going to
that.
bring some high-paying jobs and more.
supposed to.
Check this out.
LG Chem battery manufacturing plant in Clarksville just landed a big customer. Jaxie Pigeon's here with a look at this multi-billion-dollar investment.
Going to exit
Neil, $19
Yeah.
billion.
Yeah.
That's what General
$19
Motors
billion.
plans to spend over the next decade to source electric vehicle battery material from LG's Chem's plant being built in Clarksville.
So it's GM. So Middle Tennessee may become, you know how Detroit was Motor City?
There was.
Right? Was, right.
They're a capital.
Well, Middle Tennessee, to include Clarksville, may become the EV city, or whatever you want to call it. Where it...
Under that contract, South Korea-based LG Chem will supply GM with over 500,000 tons of cathode materials through 2035. LG Chem's new $3.2 billion facility in Montgomery County is the largest foreign direct investment in state history, with plans to bring over 800 new jobs to the area. Josh Ward with the Clarksville Economic Development Council says he's confident this will be a huge benefit for the community for many years to come.
December of 2023, LG Chem broke ground. They'll be in construction all of 2024. We anticipate around 2,000 construction jobs in and around the Clarksville Industrial Park for the next 2
Josh, I love your information. Turn your light on in your office.
That's true.
Right? Just flip the
Or
switch.
flip the camera so that he's facing the other way.
Yeah, absolutely. Take one step back.
Yeah.
Just one step back, Josh. I
Clarksville
love it.
Industrial Park for the next 2 or 3 years. Once they're fully built out, they're hoping to open Q3 of 2025 is the target open timeline. And now that they've secured this $19 billion contract with LG Chem, it's all systems go.
And this supply deal with GM follows a contract LG Chem made in October with Toyota.
Do you think this is the sister of Kool-Aid?
I was thinking more along the lines it's a red kind of day.
There is a lot of red.
Like red and red
Yeah.
shades.
That's right. That's right. I was thinking she's related to the Kool-Aid man.
Okay.
I think
But,
with
worth
this
more-
LG Chem, there's going to
Mhm.
be a large child care facility associated with it.
Yeah.
This is the one where, if you work there,
Mhm.
they have to supply child care. It's just helping families and these jobs. They're trying to find businesses that will bring higher paying wage
Mhm.
jobs here to increase that
Mhm.
quality of life as well. So this is
And
one
the
of those.
property tax that they pay,
Oh yeah.
fantastic for the county.
Now I had another thought.
Yes,
I was driving
raise
down.
your hand.
I was driving down that road where this is gonna go.
Oh,
and
were you going to Popeyes?
no, I was leaving church, and
Oh, yeah.
We just
you're-
kinda drove
you're
down the-
mega church.
well, I think it might be the what's the tire one? Hankook.
Yeah.
Is that Chinese?
It's Korean.
Korean.
Yep.
Is the Korean flag the one that's
And
white
it's,
with
it's
a
pronounced Hanguk.
it's white with a red
Mhm.
circle, or is that China?
That's
No,
Japan's
the red
flag.
yeah.
That's Japan's
That's
flag.
Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, you saw
I
a
s-
Japanese flag?
Well, I saw that flag.
The invasion began?
Well, it was the American flag and then that flag, and for some reason I thought it was China, and I was so offended. I was like,
Oh.
I don't want a Chinese
China's
flag.
a red
Yeah,
flag.
it's
And I
red
couldn't
with,
remember what China's flag looked like.
red with commie stuff all over it. Yeah, like
Is it
this
the like
dress.
sickly thing?
It's somewhat sickly, but it's more stars.
Okay,
Mhm.
I think I know what it looks like now. So
Yeah.
then that was the Japanese flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's white with a red circle, it's Japanese.
Okay, and that's Hankook is Japanese.
No, it's Korean, though, Hankook.
Hankook's Korean.
Mhm.
What? There's got to be a Japanese company over there then.
Maybe they had a Japanese visitor that day. Did he sound like this? Miyagi! Hey! That's how they sound when they yell. I saw that in Karate
not-
Kid
oh,
Part 2.
oh,
Yeah. Where
okay.
Hiro Sato and Mr. Miyagi, they went back to Okinawa, Japan,
Mhm.
and they are rivals because of a girl.
Oh.
Yeah. Miyagi's one enemy. Sorry. Back to Kool-Aid.
more than $2 billion. Vicky.
Okay.
Did she just say piggy?
You cut her off.
Why would she say piggy?
I don't know. Listen to her.
I think she said Nikki, but now I think she said piggy. Back to you, piggy. Right? Was she throwing the ball back to piggy?
Oh, no, play it.
Contract LG Kim made in October with Toyota worth more than $2 billion. Vicky.
More than $2 billion. Piggy. Speaking of marks, last week was the anniversary of becoming a good commie. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So, can Clarksville currently handle any more growth? I think so.
We just need to fix our roads. Holy jeez. Traffic is insane. We need more. Widen them quicker, sooner.
It's so difficult because you got 3 types of roads.
Mm-hmm. Right. State.
State, county, city. Yeah. All right.
And the I-24 is technically federal.
Yeah, 4.
that too.
All right. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hey, Clarksville's Third Base Monday. This is a good one. The crowd there, I mean, they're all great. They're all different crowds. That's what I like about these trivias all around town. It's all different types of personalities.
That's awesome.
But hey, for this one, let's play some Clarksville Third Base trivia before we get out of here.
Okay, what's this one?
Because you got Bible study.
Yeah, I think I'm going to skip it today. I didn't even bring my book.
Heathen.
I know. Terrible.
It's those demons I was talking
Oh,
about.
my Lord, there are none.
Rebuke! All right, here we go.
It has begun.
All right, the category is going to be, well,
Round 2.
We'll do round 2.
Okay.
We'll skip round 1. The category is going to be alcohol.
Oh, my
What is this?
gosh.
It's a hairless puppy. Relax.
Why?
It's just a hairless puppy.
It's gross.
That's so gross.
Just a hairless puppy.
It's gross.
That's all it is, Maria. Calm down.
I just can't.
What?
Oh, my gosh.
Why? What'd you think it was?
You know what I thought it was.
Amber, it's just a hairless puppy, right?
I don't like hairless animals.
She's the best. She's the best.
They're weird. Especially the cats.
Sphinx?
Yeah.
Hairless pussies. Okay.
Well, not. Okay.
I know, it's the morning show. I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. From their bottle, name the liquor company.
Oh, God. I'm not going to do good at this. I don't even
I know.
drink it.
Right. I don't want you guys to do well in this round. Amber, when's the last time you drank?
Years.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you. Why? Did you have a problem?
Huh?
Did you have a problem?
No. I was pregnant with a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Then I
that's
breastfed.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
I haven't had the kid.
Yeah. That's a good point. Touche. After you have this child, are you going to hit the bottle?
No. I still got to feed my kid.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Real natural mom right there. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Maria, you're up first.
Oh, boy.
Maybe you can get help in the comments, too. Maybe Tim Early knows something.
I definitely need help. I have no idea.
Who makes that vodka? It's made right here in the U.S. of A. It's the #1 selling American-made vodka.
No idea.
It begins... in its name, it has a woman's body part. One of them.
Boobs? Boob.
This is boob vodka.
I don't know, you said.
Tito's.
Oh, and I got...
You were close. You were close. Boob vodka.
Yeah.
Boobos vodka. That's going to be my vodka brand. Boobos. All right. Let's see what you got, Amber.
Oh, Bailey's.
Wow. She's not.
I knew that one.
She's feeding. Yeah, right. Man, the slide didn't even stop turning. You nailed it. It was in transition. Bailey's. Very good. All right, Maria. Good for you, Maria. I'm glad you're not doing well this round. It's that hairless puppy that threw you
off. It looks like
off.
a pirate, like treasure map.
It does look like a pirate's treasure map from like Goonies.
Is it Goonies?
No, it's not Goonies.
Alcohol?
There was a song that was very popular by Pitbull that I think this was based off of.
I don't know any Pitbull.
Yo, Pitbull's
songs.
based.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I've
isn't
heard
that
some
awesome?
of him. Yeah, I was very surprised.
You know Pitbull, the artist, the musician?
I mean, I've heard of him.
He loves America.
Okay.
Well, this is
Fireball.
Fireball. This is not healthy. Cinnamon
Doesn't-
whiskey,
Very
it
cinnamon,
is
yeah.
not good.
It doesn't sound healthy.
Amber, I don't know if you're going to get this one. But my hint is,
Seattle.
I think New York's original name was this. If that helps.
Empire? I don't know.
Before it was New York City, I think they called it
The Empire City? I don't know.
New Amsterdam.
New
Oh.
Amsterdam.
Right? I think that's
Was
what.
it New Year's?
Should have said it's a coffee shop in town.
See, they got a picture of New York City, and it's called New Amsterdam. Alexa,
I don't know vodka.
was New York City first called New Amsterdam?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor.
Yeah.
The Dutch founded the city as New Amsterdam, and when the English took over, they renamed it New York.
The Dutch started
Yeah.
it, and the English took over.
Yeah. You two must hate that I'm so smart, right? Is that why you don't show up to trivia? The jealousy?
You have the answers.
You're the host.
No, the New Amsterdam.
Uh-huh. Was
New
it
York
a trivia
City.
for you once?
It might have been. All right, Maria, you got to get one.
This one,
Amber's kicking your butt.
this
1-0.
this one looks more familiar.
Yes.
'Cause there's a buffalo on it.
Okay, you're halfway there.
New buffalo? I don't know. Buffalo Trace.
Tim Early
Thank you, Tim.
gets the point. Oh, we got a tie. You know how we're going to settle this?
Oh gosh.
Jello wrestling.
Oh my gosh.
Another one.
That's right, Clarksville's third base trivia night, Mondays. Joe Padula, Trivia Zach, come on out. It's right there on Riverside Drive. Used to be that Club Fusion, but boy, did they clean it up. It's so much better in there. Believe me, I went in there with a black light. It's fine. Get it?
Just checking.
Just checking. All right. Spin the bottle to break the oh. All right, let's get out of here. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Oh, gosh.
Make sure to vote for Amber Marquis, or else
Sure.
she'll karate chop you.
It's all the way in November.
Don't worry, we got to get you reelected.
Yeah, I know.
Or elected, right?
Reelected.
Reelected.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Reelected. We need Amber in there. She's got the brains. She's got the brains of city council. She really does.
I believe that. Is this your first term in it? Or have you
I
been in
mean,
it for a long time?
Officially this is, but I technically was appointed and had to run
That's right.
to get the
Oh.
rest of the term.
Mhm.
So because it's a 4-year term, I'm finishing it off officially, even though I already had an election between to stay.
I
Yeah,
got you.
Tim really
Yeah.
brings up a good point. Can you get dead people's votes?
Go to. I mean, technically, Clarksville is purple because it's a city,
Yeah, I know. It's
but
silly.
the county's red.
Yep.
But Clarksville's purple.
And Maria, paint set.
Paint with us this weekend.
What else you guys got coming up?
Oh, we have stained glass. We
Oh,
have
the stained glass one. I still want to do that.
macrame.
I don't like macrame.
Well, we're making plant hangers next. People really like
Oh
to
yeah,
do plant
macrame.
hangers.
That's like the crochet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not bad. Yeah, that's pretty popular.
We have clay. You should do the clay class. You'd have fun. You can make mini Joe Padula figures.
You know I can't go in there with the clay.
I know
Okay?
exactly what you'd make.
Okay.
Boobies.
So I bought. I wish I had the picture right here. It's on the wall. I bought this. To help with the donation, I bought a picture that a kid made. Right?
Okay.
A kid made that picture.
Yep.
Right. You know what it looks like, right?
I know what you think it looks like.
No. So many people have said it. Okay, that it looks like the anatomy of a female.
Oh goodness.
Right. All right, so we covered a lot today. Riley Strain, the kid.
I want to know so badly what happened.
What threw me for a loop was him with that body camera footage from the cop.
Yeah.
Hey, sir. Hey, how you doing? Hello, sir. How are you? How are you, sir? Good. Just kept on walking. Man, that is weird. Like, if he's lost, he had the opportunity for help right there. I don't know. Did he want out?
No idea. Maybe he didn't realize he was lost if he was intoxicated.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's a good point,
Yeah.
too. Was
No
it,
idea.
is it Occam's razor? Right? The most probable situation is probably the real situation. I don't know. All right. I'm Joe Padula. Maria.
What? Oh, and I'm Maria Haycraft. I was reading the comment.
I remember Marquis.
I just hit myself with the microphone.
Did you break your teeth?
No. Let's start it over. Do it again. Okay. That's not the do-over.
Hold on. Oh, the stupid countdown's going.
Oh.
All right. I'm Joe Padula.
And I'm Maria Haycraft.
I'm Amber Marquis.
And this was the local news you needed to know. Absolutely.